Hi everybody and welcome back to the BizTech Academy. Steve here, and this is our Excel series. And today I'm going to show you how to insert checkboxes into your workbook and combine them with the conditional formatting to striking effect. For example, if you have a look at this table here, what you can see is a simple to-do list. So you've got today's to-dos and there's a number of tasks here, for example, walking the dog, taking the kids to school, picking up the groceries and so on. And as each task is completed, we've added a checkbox here that can be ticked off. So for example, if we walked the dog a moment ago, we can click on the checkbox and it turns the whole cell green where the activity is and also strikes through the task itself. So which is really, really handy. If you look at, for example, if we went to lunch with Donna, we completed that, we could also tick that off, move on to the next one, Zumba, and so on. And what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to create this, how to insert these boxes, and then how to add the conditional formatting to make these changes when the ticks are occurred. So without further ado, let's crack on. The first thing we need to do is get access to the developer tab in the workbook. And this is a slightly different process whether you have a PC or you have a MacBook. As you can see here, I've moved over to a PC. So I'm just going to show you how to do this very quickly on the PC. If you haven't got the developer tab open, and it'll show in the top bar there, just click File, then go down to Options. And with the Options tab open, just go up to Customize Ribbon. And then if you scroll down on the right-hand side, you'll see the developer tab. Click on that, check the box, press OK, and then you'll see on the menu bar there at the top, you have the developer tab. For a MacBook, it's slightly different. As you can see here, the developer tab already exists on my MacBook. But if I hadn't got it, I'd press the three dots at the top of the green ribbon and then go down to More Commands. And then I'd go over to at the top where it says Ribbon. And then you've got the same developer tick box. Just check the box, press Save, and then close the preferences, and the developer tab will be there. And you can see there's all the menu there at the top. To insert a checkbox, if you're on a PC, you'll just open up the insert box in the developer tab and you'll see the checkbox option. But on a Mac, you just click the checkbox as I've done here, click where you want it, and then you can see that it appears. Just click on the cell, and what you can then do is delete the title, get rid of that, and also just make the box smaller so it's easy and more manageable. With that done, you can move the checkbox wherever you want it. I'm going to place it here in the center of cell B3, which is next to the morning dog walk activity. If you want to copy that down, then highlight the cell, not the box, the cell, copy that, and then scroll all the way down and paste it with Control-V or Command-V, and you can see all the boxes are aligned in the center of each cell then. But as you can see, when I check the box, it does nothing more than put a tick into the middle, which is fine if that's all you want to do. But we want to do more than that. We want to add some conditional formatting to add the green background and the strike-through on the task itself. To do that, we need to categorize the check as a true or false activity. And to implement that, right-click on the box, and you can see as I scroll down, it goes to Format Control. In the Format Object box, click the ticked area, and then click on the cell link, and click on the cell next to the tick box without the task in, so in this case, D3, and then press OK. What you can see then is when I tick the box, cell D3 says either true or false, depending if the box is ticked or not. True if it's ticked, false if it's unticked. You then need to do this for every single box. So you right click again, go back to Format Object, click the ticked area, and then choose the cell, in this case, in the second example, D4, and then press OK. We'll do this for all the other ones, but I'll speed the video up for this because it's a very laborious task, but unfortunately it does need to be done for everyone individually. Just to test that what you've done is correctly, we'll just uncheck all the boxes and you can see they all turn to false. With that done, we can now apply the conditional formatting. So to do that, click on the cell where you want the formatting done itself, go up to the Home ribbon, and then click on Conditional Formatting. Then scroll down to New Rule, and where it says Style, click on Classic. And then where it says Only format top or bottom ranked values, go down to where it says Use a formula to determine which cells to format and click on that. We're then going to add a formula in manually. Click into the formula field. Then we want to say, if cell D3 equals true, we'll apply some formatting. So we then go to the Format With box and go down to Customized Format. And in here, we'll click on, first of all, the fill area, and we'll make the background green. Then we'll click on to Font, and we'll check the strike through box and press OK. We then want to make sure that we can copy this formatting down. And so what we'll do is we'll remove the $sign against the row value in the formula to remove that part of the absolute cell. So just go into just before where it says 3 and remove that $sign to close that off, and then press OK. And what you can see then is if we tick on the box, we have a green background and a strike through. If we change it back, we remove it. What we can then do is copy that cell, highlight the range where we want to apply the formula, so all the other tasks, and then we can either right click and go down to format cells, or what I've done is use the shortcut Control and Command, or Control and Alt on a PC and V, and that opens up the Paste Special menu. Then click on Formats and press OK, and then that will apply all that format into the background of these cells. And as you can see, as I tick through these, the formatting is applied. We'll then just hide the control column just to make it more neat. And then we'll apply the borders. So just the borders across the columns, and then just one at the horizontal border under the title itself. If we just uncheck all the tasks, we're now ready to start the day. Okay, that was simple, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed that. It's very, very easy to do. A little bit fiddly when you're applying the format and the object on the checkbox itself, but apart from that, it's easy. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, if you did, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and press the alert button for other videos. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.